Hey guys, I am back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my makeup. Is it a highly requested video or am I just full of myself? Maybe both. So basically today I thought it would be really cute for me to do my makeup. While I'm doing my makeup, go on a little tangent on niggas ain't shit and bitches are dumb. My unpopular opinions edition. So I'm gonna try to make sure as like I'm going throughout, like, you know, my tangents, I'm still showing you the products I'm using, and hopefully throughout this whole thing you're seeing my makeup process in like its truest form. This is my first time doing this, so hopefully it gives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my hair is tied up. I'm gonna like situate all that at the end. But yeah, if you're interested, keep watching. I start off with my e.l.f. Power Grip primer. So let's apply her. So FYI, my brushes are not clean. Literally, I've been using them and I'm gonna be washing them probably right after this video, but I don't want nobody commenting on my shit like but save it for your mother. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. Anyway, so yeah, why do I feel that women are dumb and men are trash? I feel like when it comes to women, you know, we have this, you know, men are trash, niggas ain't shit, which they aren't. They really aren't. Like, oh, honestly, they're not. And I just feel like we know this and we still choose them bad. Like, we still give them chances, we still get ourselves hurt, we still go for the bad archetype, and that's our fault. That's us deadass being dumb. Like, all jokes aside, like, men are trash. Like, I firmly believe that like a good 85% of men are trash, and the rest are like, you know, good men that, you know, are just, you know, the rarer finds. But I honestly do believe that if women heighten their standards, there would only probably be 40% of men that ain't shit. So of that 85, 45% is just like doing what they know they could get away with. They're not genuinely bullshitting ass motherfuckers, but they're just bullshitting motherfuckers because of the fact that, like, society just always gives men leverage to just do bare minimum or do fucked up shit, because like as women we're programmed to feel like we need to stay with a man, or if we don't have a man at a certain age, we're not like a high value woman. There's something wrong with us if, you know, every relationship we're in fails. But a man could be going through the same thing and there's nothing wrong with him. Like, there's nothing wrong with him, and I don't like that. I do believe that men are really evil. Like, men, like, I've seen men do the craziest shit, like, really, in that, like, in ways that I just it, like, if you've seen the shit that I see, if you're a man watching this, if you've seen the shit that I see, you would think the same things. Like, you would see men married, like, get the woman pregnant with millions of kids, then she becomes like a homebody, loses herself, covers up, barely goes out, and then he goes marry a younger woman that looks exactly the opposite of what she looks like. Like, that's not crazy to you? Like, I've seen it all when it comes to a man, and like, you know, you sit in front of a man and he'll tell you, oh, women do the same thing. No, not the way a man is gonna do it. Not the way a man is gonna do it. I don't want to hear it. You know why I say when a man violates you is worse? Because, again, socially, women rely on a man for stability in most, you know, cultures, if you're looking outside of the Western world. In the Western world, I'd argue that it still is true that women, you know, rely on men for more of the financial, you know, burden. But, you know, women now in the West are more progressive and, you know, want to get their own money. But like, I'm African, so if you're looking at Africa, like, a lot of these women have what they have because their man is working and they're taking care of the kids at the end of the day. So it's really easy for men to leverage that and take advantage of the situation. And a lot of the time, you know, when you don't grow up in a Western world where like people teach you how to like make money, you know, invest, basically they don't teach you anything about financial intelligence. It's easy for the man to take that and run, like, and even when a woman does, you okay? Excuse the interruption. What was I saying? I'm so sorry, guys. My ring light just turned the fuck off. It's high. I don't know what's going on. Clearly, she needs to get another one. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like, a man is gonna violate you, like, and I don't know, like, I feel like a lot of the time it's selfishness. It's a lot to do with, like, society at the end of the day. As much as I can say a man is, like, dangerous, disgusting, selfish, like, there's more adjectives to come if you really just let me continue. I blame the women. I blame the women. Why am I blaming the women? Because these same women that get abused by these men raise boys the same way that their husbands are. Abusive, narcissistic, dismissive, all these ways. All right, let me put this as a disclaimer. This is my perspective. As an African-American or American-African woman, what I've seen with my 2 eyes, yes, African mothers do not hold their sons accountable. And I know, like, I've heard similar situations with Caribbean households, and like, I just feel like households of color, like, honestly speaking, like, and that's why I blame women. Like, obviously, again, like, I'm not gonna say that it takes a woman to you know, raise a family. She's not the only one that has part in it, but this is me speaking in a sense where, you know, if you're in an abusive environment and you decide that you want to have children, what are you going to do to break the cycle? You know, I feel like women ignore that sometimes. Like, we going in with the revolution. We going in with the revolution conceal and define full coverage foundation. We're using F13. Okay, back to the show. So yeah, I just feel like it's just really weird. Like, the way that women, you know, tell men that, you know, they need to heal and that society forces toxic masculinity and all this shit onto them. I wouldn't say that, I don't know if there's such thing as toxic femininity, but like, I feel like there's an idea of that with women. Like, I do believe that a lot of women, you know, what's the word? Like, project their insecurities once they have a daughter, or kind of use their sons or mold their sons, or I don't even know, but I just know a lot of it just has to do with trauma, honestly. So am I wrong for saying dumb? Maybe. But some of y'all bitches deadass be dumb though. Like, we get, right now I'm getting all philosophical. I'm gonna get into this street shit soon. So yeah, right now we talking philosophical. I'm gonna really get into why you bitches is dumb though. And I'm not saying you bitches like I never been a dummy, cause there was once a time where it was like a peanut in my head, for real. When it came to a dude, it was once a time. Oh my God, like, it was once a time I was so dumb for a boy, like, never again. But I'm happy I had that experience young, because, honey, I'm one of those bitches that it takes one time to be dumb. Like, I'm not gonna be one of these hoes that's dumb forever. Like, but, like I said, I was gonna get into, like, the hood shit. Like, when I say the hood shit, I mean, like, all right, I know too many girls that are fucking with guys that don't fucking respect them. Why? 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 Because he Diored you? He Diored you, that's why? Because he bought you some roses, that's why? He put rose petals on the floor in a telly. That's why. Answer me that. Riddle me that. I'm not understanding. Why? Why? I'm thinking back in time to when I was like younger, when I was like really a little girl, and I would think about relationships, and like I would see like, you know, or hear about girls getting violated in such ways, and I'd always be like, yeah, that's never gonna be me. I would never. When my time came, oh baby, I was nevering. Like I never before. Like, and it's sad because deep down inside, we know certain things are like really not okay, but we like literally settle for like bullshit because I feel like because of the fear of loneliness, because of the fear of, you know, being replaced. Because one thing I know, especially with me, or what, again, growing up, what I've seen is that it's always embedded as a woman that you can be replaced. Like, you know, a man can propose to a woman, but a woman waits to be proposed to. Like, things like that like stay in your head and subconsciously affect the way that you interact in situations, like, you know. And I feel like that definitely goes along into that idea of women condoning certain behaviors from like men, but cutting their friends off for it. Like, I know a lot of girls be like, oh, you know, a woman is gonna cut their friends off for one thing and stay with they nigga through cheating, infidelity's a baby, da 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 da. And it's like, it's really true. Like, it's really, really true. There's a lot of girls that will literally give up everything for a man that will literally risk everything with them, their family, everything, for nothing. Nothing. And it's like, I really feel like as women, we are really the ones that got the power. But I feel like because of the insecurity and the fear of being alone, like, we forget the power and like just settle for bad behavior, settle for disrespect, settle for, like, even if your nigga's not disrespectful, just settle for things that you're not really happy with because you feel like, oh, he gonna start fucking with a bitch that's gonna deal with it. But then, are you asking yourself, like, why is he not worried that I'm gonna fuck with a nigga that will do what I'm asking for? Did you think about that? No. You didn't think about that. And that's the fucking problem. But I'm just speaking generally off of the shit that I see. Yeah. Like, when it comes to women, we can definitely blind our reality for a fairy tale. And who is the fairy tale? What is the fairy tale? The fairy tale is the fucking nigga, bro. Cause, bro, we be sitting here planning the future with a guy that took us on one date. That nigga probably ain't even take you on a full date. Probably took you on a trip across the park. Like, he probably just heart eyes your picture type shit. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, all jokes aside, it's dead ass embarrassing if you sit and think about it. Like, and honestly, I feel like women need to take more accountability for that. It's no more, oh, he lied to me. It's no more, oh, he made me feel, oh, like, niggas are liars. Like, yo, once you understand the truth, bro, niggas are liars. How do you not get lied to? How do you avoid getting lied to? How do you avoid getting disrespected, bamboozled? Like, shit like that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And it sounds bad to think like that because at the end of the day, nobody should be lying. But it's like, yo, if you sit here crying about getting lied to every fucking second, you, instead of fucking thinking about how that shouldn't happen to you again, you're gonna keep getting lied to. Oh, sorry. I went in with Tan Neutral Elf Concealer. I'm highlighting now. Now we going in to blend this out. But yeah. yeah, like, I just feel like us as women, we need to hold ourselves accountable. And when I say that, I don't even just mean with yourself sometimes too. Like, when it comes to friends, if you see your friend on some dumb shit, like deadass, stop encouraging it. Like, stop letting your friend embarrass themselves. Like, I'm really big on that. Like, I don't care if you went through 5 friends and they all telling you, yeah. No, bitch. Don't embarrass yourself. Where's your dignity? You know? And I feel like it's a fucking damn shame. Because why? If a nigga is nothing else, if a nigga has nothing else, he gonna have some fucking pride. Sometimes. But he gonna have some fucking pride, bro. Dead ass. He gonna have some fucking pride. He gonna have some dignity, bro. He could be the ugliest nigga in the room, and you cheat on him, he's gone, bro. He's gone. And it's just like, you the baddest bitch on the block. His bros want you. His brother wants you. And you letting him cheat on you, bro? You got blue check marks in your DMs and you letting him cheat on you, bro? He wear the same jeans every day and you letting him cheat on you, bro? Don't make me make a fucking song, bitch. Don't make me. But I just say all that to say that deadass though, like, women need to hold themselves to a higher standard, a higher caliber. Like, we're deadass, you know, we're deadass like at an age where you should have learned the lesson. Like, I'm 22 right now. Alhamdulillah, I learned what I needed to fucking learn. That's done on that when it comes to the ladies. And honestly, I genuinely feel like I feel like women overlook the power in just like your presence, bro. Like, a nigga can feel when he can play with you. I swear to you. You know why I say that? Because, like, for the past year and a half, I've been moving on a different type of time. And, like, I'm not the type of bitch that you could just come to and say anything with. Like, no. You gotta come right or you get left, period. Like, and I noticed that I don't even be, like, saying much to niggas. But, like, I feel like my energy even intimidates men a lot more now. Like, the way I would get approached before, I don't get approached in the same way now. And I feel like it's because men can, like, see it. How? I don't know. But it's definitely something that men pay attention to. Like, they know who and who not to do what to. And I feel like it's sad. Like, it's honestly sad. Like, yeah, you should treat everybody the same. You should respect everyone. But again, going back at it, like, that's not the reality. Like, at the end of the day, the truth is you teach someone how to treat you. Oh, I'm going in with the Sasha, no, Airspun Loose Face Powder. Yes, sir. And we just, I'm setting the face. But yeah, you teach someone how to treat you. Like, and that's just got on that. Like, when someone feel like, you know, you're not valuable, like they didn't have to work for you, like you just deal with whatever. Like, granted, like, I guess to a certain extent they'll acknowledge that you care, you love them, but that, I feel like, honestly, love means nothing if there's no respect. Like, honestly, love means nothing if there's no respect. I'm telling you, there's men out here, there's 15% out here, 15% out here that's doing what you want a man to do. But you too worried fucking with the damn 85% type nigga. Like, no. You need to be fucking with the winning team. That's just my rant on why women are dumb. As for men, I'll never believe a man. Actually, nah. Like I said, there's 15%. 15%. But to prove to me that you are a part of that 15%, that's like, I don't even know what to compare that to. But just know, I don't believe that, you know, you are part of that 15% too easily. Like, serious. Yeah, men are trash. Like, men, I just feel like this generation of men is specifically like lack empathy, lack compassion, lack consideration, lack emotional intelligence, lack stability. Like, even the shit that, like, you know, our fathers and our grandfathers had, these niggas don't have. Like, so it's like you really just getting a man for his private part. Like, you're not even getting a man because he brings much to you nowadays. But yeah, and I feel like the fact that there's not a lot of men that have much to offer nowadays, that creates I feel like more narcissists. Because the ones that do have something to offer, the ones that do have money, the ones that do have a job, the ones that do have, I guess, a little more than the average nigga, they get excited, like, for a fact. Like, they get excited because they know a lot of men don't have what they have. So they can easily, like, take advantage of what they have. Because they know women crave stability, security. But sorry guys, my camera ended up, my SD card ended up, basically it was too full, storage full, sorry guys. But yeah, I was basically getting at the fact that I feel like, you know, because of the fact that there's not a lot of like men that kind of have their shit together, the ones that do have their shit together take advantage and, you know, kind of are like really like sometimes the worst out of the bunch because egos. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Like, I really just hate niggas. Like, I really feel bad for the man that I end up with because like my standards are like to the roof. And yeah. So, as I was saying, like, men are scary. Like, men scare me. Why do I say men scare me? Because one thing a man knows how to do is camouflage to get what he wants. Like, and regardless of how much, you know, men will deny and say this, that, the third. Like, I have a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of male cousins. I'm just around a lot of men to know that men are sick. Like, they do the most selfish things and like sometimes don't even take into account like who they're affecting and the ways they're affecting them, because men just don't think a lot of the time. There are men that are really malicious, but I think a lot of the time majority of men are just selfish. And yeah, honestly, I could go on a tangent all day about this, but I feel like the video is long enough so far. So what I'm gonna do is just like finish my makeup and you guys will see the finished product when I'm done. So this is the final look. Very much flawless. Ishmael look good, right? Okay, so it's Ishmael approved. No. And so yeah, I had to cut a lot out because my camera died. And yeah, so I'll try to do another video more in depth and like less story time, but really like the face. But the face is giving what it needed to give. Hold on, I feel like y'all not getting it. Anyways, so if you guys like this video, like, comment for more, and I'll keep bringing the content, you feel me? But yeah, see you guys next time. Mwah.